I'm Angie.
And I'm Lou.
And I'm Scott. And this is our old house.
Today's video.
Just ripping out some walls so you guys can have more space.
Awesome. Follow along, guys. So Scott is going to give Lou tips or help on what it is that we want to do here.
There's a hidden screw there.
Since one of the modifications we want to do is remove the top bunk and then kind of get rid of most of this wall. He's walking her through the process.
This is a Phillips here?
Yeah. It's a square head, probably number 2.
So let them know what our plans are for here, since Scott's going to walk you through more or less the process so that they can understand what it is that we want.
Well, the idea is basically, like, I guess, to bring this wall down, like, here.
Right.
To, like...
Get out of my way!
To create an armrest.
Sorry. To, like, an armrest.
Right. You okay there?
Shit out of me.
Was that good? Was that good for your
I don't know what the hell.
Was that good for your video?
So we want to get rid of that top bunk, and then the bottom part we're probably going to do it like 3/4, since there's something underneath it, and then the 3/4 part is going to be like a lounger.
For the armrest.
Yes, and it'll look like
thinking ahead, yeah.
I always save everything.
That's a good idea.
So now.
Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, look at that. Nice water.
Free flesh
included.
Free flesh water.
What is holding that in there?
Staples.
Holy shit.
I'm going to show you how campers are put together. Wait, got some gum?
Oh my god! That is so true though. Scary but true.
He's a comedian.
This is coming out, right?
Yeah, it's all coming out.
It is now.
No, this ain't nothing ruined.
So it doesn't matter that, yeah. That's all going into the dumpster.
No, you don't want to throw nothing in the dumpster, see?
No, he said not to throw anything away because we could use the...
You can use pieces.
You can use the pieces.
Oh, okay.
For whatever else we're doing with it.
True.
So he said to save it until we know exactly. Like this is what he took out.
And then there was lights.
This is what he took out of the edge over here.
Right.
And then he just suggested that we use it over here
as the
armrest.
True that.
So yeah, that's like a fantastic idea.
Brilliant. What is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
He's removing the whole bottom panel.
Wait, now it's on.
Don't hit nothing on the way out. Now you want to save this because this is your matching paneling. And you have a big piece of matching paneling now.
True.
See? What do you mean by
it matches the walls, even though we're painting the walls. But
oh,
yeah.
This thing.
Yeah, it still matches, but it's still the same thickness and everything.
Okay.
So that. All right, I'm gonna get in here and pretend I'm a kid having a fit.
Temper tantrum.
Holy shit.
Damn kids.
I don't want to go to bed.
Okay, seriously, I'm done.
Did you have fun doing that?
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Let out this weak frustration.
Weak? Weak frustration? It sounds like pretty aggressive frustration. This isn't screwed in here. That means it's screwed in from they put this piece on from the outside. This piece. So what's going to happen is you're going to have exposed screws. So what we need to do is minimize damage to the outer paneling. So what we're going to do is get a hammer and we're going to knock these loose. That way we can take off all the pieces except for the wall piece, and then the wall piece can be gently removed straight out. You understand?
straight out, but
Meaning, if I try to bend this down, there's screws coming in from the other side this way. We're going to damage the paneling. And you're going to break it. We don't want to do that. Okay. So what we're going to do is disassemble this in pieces. That way we can get this out of here at the same time.
Okay.
So this won't come out yet.
Oh, this won't come out?
No, you'd have a hell of a time. There's not enough ceiling clearance. So let me go grab a mallet. And we'll knock it.
So,
Pretty dope. We got lucky that Scott's helping us with this.
Yeah.
So this is one less thing we have to do on our own when we take it back
and
home.
this was totally unexpected, and this is the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
This is what we've been trying to express to him, that we really appreciate him. He's gone above and beyond. We haven't given him any money. We haven't done anything for him. All we've done is ask questions, and he's been very generous with his knowledge. He's been very generous, you know, with guiding us, and we're so appreciative.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, look at the size of those nails.
The staples. Remember I said staples and gum.
Staples and gum are the way RVs are built.
These are some huge
Good gum.
staples.
Good gum.
It's good gum. It's not bubble yum.
No.
No. Is this glue?
This is silicone. Just
oh,
rub
silicone.
your fingers over it. Don't try using a knife on it or anything.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's just coming off.
Yeah, it'll come off.
Alright.
Do not use
I mean, this is gonna be gone anyways.
That piece, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but it's the whole way around.
Hopefully.
Okay, so, but you can
just
use
clean it very well
You can use a vinyl chisel, a plastic chisel from Harbor Freight.
Okay.
Those are cheap.
So these are the staples Lou was talking about how big they are.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I feel like he's gonna stab his head with it.
I got enough skin loss from this trailer. I don't need any more.
Ah.
Okay.
Speaking of lost skin on this trailer, we're going home with a little blood stain of Scott's right here.
Keep this too.
Momentum.
Yes.
You can actually hang on to this too.
This one too?
Yeah, because the more you might need it for something, you know, either dividers or whatever. You know, this will cut with a utility knife. You have to be careful. Don't rip your cushions.
Want me to put this in there?
Yeah.
Move that the other way.
I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do this. This here.
Maybe we can create a little shelf over that.
No, because then
No?
we can't get in.
Oh, okay.
These are a bunch
The idea is to get in.
Yeah.
You leaning your head into these for your guests. Just leave them like that. You want to point it out as much as possible. Okay. Let me go.
Well,
Smart-ass.
that surgical procedure that they like.
It's like free lobotomy.
There you go. That's what I was thinking. Lobotomy.
Now I'm trying to figure out how to get this off without damaging anything.
If you need a second set of hands, let me know. I know.
Nah, it's not that. It's just the screws. At least I can see where they're at. There's one. They're in that one. There's one. The only problem here is that I may damage the paneling behind it, and that's what I don't want to do. It's trying not to mark up anything, because this thing moves back and forth, you know. I wonder if I can chisel it. So cheating. Still, you gotta cut these off.
It's a-okay to cheat every so often.
Now, there's nothing I can do about this little stuff. If you want this off, it's gonna have to
That's okay.
do.
When you say little stuff,
Like a little dimple on the paneling.
oh, that's okay. We'll
This is stuff I don't think.
fill it in because we're gonna paint everything anyway, so it'll get filled in and.
Or covered up with something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hang a frame over
now
it.
we gotta figure out how to split this one. This is a lot longer. This one, this here is just not even in anything. This one's actually through a stud, so it'll be easy. Just cut it off and spin it in. This one just fall out the other side after I do this.
If it's gonna fall out the other side, that means we
It'll
need to
go-
silicone it, right? So
yeah,
that
no,
there's no
it'll be
leak
in
through
the
there.
wall. No, it'll be out. It'll be in between the walls.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be in the camper anymore, is what I'm saying.
So fall in between, not all the way outside.
Right.
Got it.
See, that one's gone.
All right. She did her thing. Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is what I don't want to do. See how this pulled through? I'm trying to avoid that so you don't have these little holes in your wall. But it's just, it's not, I didn't want to do this either before it was like yours, because if you didn't want me to do it, then tell me not to do it. But I figured it would be a little bit of a help to you.
Yeah.
This is stuff you're not going to know to do
No,
yourself.
I'm not. I would have gotten to that part and been like, uh-oh,
To be honest with you,
we're stuck with this piece of wood.
not too many people would have known what to do, you know?
And so,
What I'm doing is just chiseling the wood away so that the exposed
Gotcha.
and like this will have to get cut off of here. And that's what I'm doing right now, is getting these exposed.
and how do you know where they are?
Well, most of them are showing through.
Oh, okay.
There it is. So that one's exposed. Oh, is there anything along here? Nope, that was you. Oh, where's the next one? There's one here. I'm sure there's more than that. Well, I'd use my S-wing hammer if I knew I was going to be on film.
Your what wing hammer?
So you can let them know to forgive you for this.
My designer hammer, not this cheap hammer. Oh, man.
You guys, Scott's prepared. He is. Don't underestimate him. So in case you guys are wondering what he's looking for, he's looking for...
You're using a chisel
Yeah.
and a hammer.
Well, see, if you didn't do this, what would happen is the paneling would be trashed.
Okay.
You understand? Because you try to pull this off, and this
And it would pull the,
yeah,
the panel off.
like this here, you got one that came through, even though I chiseled it out. But we're not going for perfection here because I'm surprised we got this good of results here this way. Now, where'd she go? Lou?
She went to throw the wood away.
Oh, she can throw this in the garbage. There you go.
Should be getting up any moment. She just left to go throw. She was throwing all this wood away. He was calling you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so here's
I
your
wanted to
deal.
throw away
Lou.
some of the stuff.
Here's the deal. You're gonna go to Harbor Freight. You're gonna buy yourself one of these.
What is that?
Basically it's just a vibrating saw. They're like 30 bucks.
Okay.
You can get yourself a metal blade. Then you're gonna put masking tape all around here, and you're gonna just stick out like that. The reason for the masking tape is so you don't end up damaging your paneling. Okay, so you're gonna tape this up with some blue masking tape. and then you can rest your base right on it like this.
On the masking tape.
Yeah, and then just cut it off. Keep it tilted out towards their back end a little bit, and just cut these off.
Okay.
Okay. Because
I need a metal blade.
Yeah, you need a metal blade for these,
Okay.
Or a bimetal, I will say.
Okay.
It does metal and wood.
Okay. Let me go throw this stuff away.
Okay.
Be careful.
All right. I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah, I know you are. You're a
I'm
professional.
190 degrees back here. Holy shit, is it hot back here?
You're a professional. You're wearing gloves and everything.
Professional. Okay. So then you're going to do this. Okay. You're going to take that off. And that exposes, that sets these two sheets of paneling.
Yeah.
Then you're going to save this because
we're going to want it for
you're
the
going to
bottom.
want to use that so you can go over and up the side so that it finishes it and you don't have ratty looking corners.
True that.
So
Yeah.
That's why you're going to save this. Alright. We're going to staple it down here, but that's easily removed. Okay, so it's all loose. All you got to do is do
Let's just pull it out.
Right.
All right, so we can do that.
And yeah, pick a height. And when you're gonna when you do this, you're gonna move your cushions, of course. Okay. Pick your height. Use a.
Am I using that same thing?
Yeah,
Did you show me?
You can use a. You can use a utility knife, believe it or not,
A utility knife to
Yeah.
cut the wall?
to cut the paneling. Yes.
Wow.
Just take it. What you want to do is.
Is it
like,
going to be the same as that? That it had like
yeah,
a
it's gonna
frame
be
inside of it?
Yeah,
and
there's
then...
a frame in here. Okay, but this frame. Let me see. This one does not have a frame. It's just the end and this. So that makes it great for you.
What does it mean, the end and this? What
There's
does that
one
The edges
joist
each.
going up and down here.
Okay.
One stud. See it? This
Whoa.
little thin thing.
mean? Okay.
Okay. That's your wall joist. Okay. Or wall stud, I should say. I'm sorry. Okay. So then I just put this on here so that you guys have it on here. You want to save this because this is you're going to trim out your cut width.
Got it.
So now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to take your line wherever you want this to be, how high. Okay, like you said, an armrest. So I don't know, probably somewhere in here, 8 inches up from here. I'd say 8 inches is probably going to be sufficient and look good. Okay, so take and measure 8 inches from the bottom of this and this, and put a mark on here, and then run a piece of masking tape, or take a level and draw a line. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Now, take a straight piece of wood.
Yeah.
Go above that line, flush with it, right on top of it, and screw that in here and here, and then you can run one in the middle too. But you don't you remember the wall's only this thick, so you don't want to go through the other side. So you're going to do that, and then you're just going to take your knife and you're going to start here. And you're just going to pull back, and until you hear it cut through.
Okay.
Make sure you use a sharp blade. Blades are cheap. Keep using them.
Okay.
You probably only need one blade to do that though. All right, now then you
Both
can,
sides.
Right, correct. Now, once you cut that there, all right, that's cut off. And now you're going to leave just the cabinet in. Right now, you're going to go the whole way down? You want it separate, or are you going to go under the cabinet?
Can I go under the cabinet?
I don't.
You can go down if you want.
I was gonna say just go from the outside of the cabinet
Yeah.
straight down because we can create little catty corner shelves if we want.
Okay, so what you want to do then is do the outside of this first. Okay? So figure out where you want your...
Okay, make my L.
Like I said, yeah, so you're going to make your L here. Same thing. You don't want to... This is staying, so don't screw anything into that. If your line's here, put your board on this side of the line. Screw it, screw it, screw it. Take your knife, nice and slow. Just score it through the vinyl, and just keep going down it, and it'll cut the whole way through. Same thing here. Run a couple screws in it, and
Good.
or do your, draw your line, go above the line, because this is what you want to screw into. This is your garbage. It's your scrap. That big X on it. Okay. Now, once you draw that, screw your board to it. That's why this will come in handy. It's straight. So you can, take the staples out of it or beat them in with a hammer, whatever you want to do. Make sure it's flared, so you just cut. Okay.
And then I'm putting that piece in here. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not going to work because this is thicker than this wall.
Okay.
So, and now you're going to remove this strip, and you're going to do that same cut on both sides.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever your measurements are. I think these you can't go from here up and do the same measurement from
You're
here.
gonna have to do it from the floor.
Yeah, you'll have to do it from the floor up to where your line is. Okay, and however far out that is to there. All right. So now you have that. You're going to have your L. It'll be the same thing.
Right.
Or this will be the whole way down in L. Okay, same thing. From the floor up. She's right. And then you're going to remove your paneling pieces, the scrap. That's going to expose, that's going to leave this here piece stuck to the ceiling and the wall, okay? So this is going to be empty space. All right, you're going to take this and you're going to gently, you're going to use this tool here. You're going to go in this seam. You won't have the paneling there. And just cut those staples loose, okay? Then you're going to pull this one off the floor down here. Because you're going to, well, on this side, or yeah, because you're going to be here. So you're going to, wherever your line is here, same thing. Like, you know, you already have it cut to 8 inches above. You're just going to take this tool, and this will go right into it. Okay? Nice, smooth, easy cut. You're just going to cut that, clip it off. Then you're going to pull this little piece of wood will fall out. Now this piece of wood is going to replace this.
Sure.
Okay? And then you may have to go and buy a piece of wood, 3/4 of an inch thick, to replace that piece. And then you're just going to staple it. Or because you can't really pound on this with nails, so you need like a cheap stapler. Air
Actually,
stapler.
I do have a stapler.
I think you do.
Yeah.
I think you have a
air stapler.
Like an air, yeah.
Yeah. You want to use little tiny brads. These aren't. This isn't even an inch, so you're going to use like 1/2 inch brads. Ping, 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 ping. Okay. So you're going to move. Basically, going to take. Actually, what I would do is replace this. Take this piece and just slide it straight back. That takes care of that. Then you're going to take another piece. You're going to have to buy a piece, and you're going to put that down in there and staple it. Then you're going to use this or something as you can cut this off and restaple it. It's just staple material. So you can take the material off, cut it to the size you need, and put your material, and then you got a nice armrest.
that matches. And then we're going to reupholster everything too, but yes, absolutely.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally
So
excellent.
do you understand how to remove
I do.
Now this is going to be the same thing.
This
is
stay,
going to have.
is this gonna stay like
No.
the process way?
You can do that if you don't.
For
Or
the
is it just
integrity,
a little
right?
piece there?
There's just a little tiny piece like this screwed to the ceiling. Now, once again, you're going to have to do what I did here because there's going to be a couple screws in there. What
So it
you
might be
may-
best to just leave it.
Well, then if you're going to leave it, then you leave the paneling and that vinyl come down an inch or so, or even a 1/2 inch, and then leave enough to put the cap on. You're going to have, you won't need the cap for the top, you're just going to need the cap for the back, and then you should have enough to come across this. And you can just cap this. See, if you leave the paneling on there, you can just
It'll
staple
hold it
this
up,
piece
yeah.
and it'll go right on, just like it was here.
Got it.
And it is, that way you don't have to worry about that ugly. And if the screws are sticking down through, just cut the screws off. And then that just gets glued on with silicone.
And if I need more of this
you might be able to find it online.
online, what is this called? Do you know?
It's just an end cap, plastic end cap, RV end cap.
And this is glued on? Is that
That's
what
just
that is?
silicone. Yeah, any kind of silicone. They just, whatever they can find, make stuff.
They love silicone, don't they?
Yes, they do. So anyway,
Everything is
okay,
silicone.
I'm done.
Thank you so
How's
much.
that? Does that help you?
Oh man. Thank you so much. Really.
So if you like today's videos, be sure to give us
yeah.
a big thumbs
I've had that
up.
stuck in
If
my
you
head,
like
I've
what
had it
Scott
stuck in
did
my
back
arm.
here,
That's fine to
again,
travel with
a
it,
big
you can
thumbs
find
up.
it.
Don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of new videos coming up
Okay, perfect.
to show the remodeling of this place. Take care, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
To put a picture of my niece on it so that I wouldn't look.
Yeah, I taped a picture of her niece so like that every time she looked at the camera, she'd be smiling.
Yeah, because I was like this.
She was always so serious when we started this
was
like
like,
2 years ago.
What do I do?
I'm not serious. Okay, good.
All right. So
And I'm Scott.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You ruined it. That was perfect. Damn it. That's a perfect thing. Okay. Tell me when.